Hey, what's up guys? So I'm here with my HTC Evo and I'm going to be reviewing a ROM that I just recently flashed. It is the VirusROM and it is the Kingdom Revolution. It is beta version 1.3, it is Android version 2.3.3, and this is since 3.0. And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a port of the Sensation ROM. And this is, as I said, since 3.0, so we have our carousel working just great. We have our endless scroll feature implemented there. We have our on and off animation, which is standard on most of your 2.3 custom ROMs nowadays. And of course we have our weather lock screen working just fine. We have our shortcuts working. We have the ring at the bottom, which is going to drag the camera to it, and we're going to check out the camera. The camera is the Sense 3.0 camera, and 720p works fine on this camera. Also the 8 megapixel camera works as well. Tried it out a few times and there are no problems with it. You will enjoy that. We have our pull down menu here, which is pretty stock by Virus. He normally leaves that pretty stock anyway. We have our quick settings here. We have the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi works fine. As you can see, I was on it a little bit earlier and that worked fine. Sprint hotspot has been hacked. Our 4G is working. As you can see there, we're on 4G now. We have our GPS working. Our Bluetooth is working. And all that goodness is going down. So we have applications. Applications that come with it are pretty familiar for anyone who's downloaded a more stock Sense ROM. You know, we have Astro File Manager has been thrown into the mix, and that is pretty much a file explorer. You can explore your SD card with that. You can delete things and so on from there. We have our calculator, our calendar. The other widgets that you, the other applications that you see have been downloaded aftermarket. We have a camcorder, of course, our downloads, our DSP manager. We have a bunch of good stuff that's been added. The gallery, and the gallery looks like this. You know, our Sense 3.0 gallery. I am not a Facebook person, so I don't have any Facebook information there. But we have our HTC Hub and our HTC Likes. Both of those are working. Our internet is the Sense 3.0 internet, which also works. The first time I flashed this ROM, I had problems with Flash. It did restart on me, and that was a problem with this ROM. Earlier stages of this ROM, Flash would cancel out the internet, and there you go. So that happens every now and then. It only happens with certain websites, like some websites that I go to that have Flash content I don't have any problems with. But as you saw, some I do have problems with. So we're going to try out another website. We're going to try out Pocket Now and see if it'll restart from there. They probably don't have as much Flash content as the tennis channel, but yeah, so as you can see, that's up and running. And yeah, so ways to get around that is you can download a third-party browser, like Skyfire or something like that, and you shouldn't have any problems. I did that in the early stages of it, but as you can see, there are still some problems with Flash with this ROM. It may range from device to device depending on what hardware version you have and all that stuff. So those are the applications. He has a neat little mirror application, and it's pretty much just a front-facing camera there, and it's not really any difference. Super users there, task manager, and a neat little application that I downloaded separately, which was Telenab. It is a good contender for Google Google Maps, because it does turn-by-turn directions and all that stuff. So it's a pretty nice application. You should check it out. We have our flashlight here. We have our camera. I already explained it to you. Our messages is the messenger application is the same as the Sense 3.0 message. So if you're familiar with 2.1, it's pretty much the same as that. What else do we have here? As I said, GPS is all working. Gmail was up to date when I got it. One thing I want to try out here is I'm going to try to multitask with data and internet at the same time. So as you can see, I'm making a call, and that's going to go through, and I'm also going to try and search the internet at the same time. And that is something that works. So that, as you can see, it's working, and that's great to have that. And that is something that is not available on the stock HTC Evo, and it's great to see that there. So we're just going to turn that off, and there we go. So overall, pretty nice running ROM. Haven't had any real issues with it aside from the one that you saw earlier, and a couple other. When I first started the ROM, I had a random reboot while playing a game, and that was the first time I did it, and that was the only time I did it. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Again, this is not a perfect running ROM. It's only a beta 1.3, but even still, definitely a daily driver for those who are interested in a Sensation port as a daily driver, or Sense 3.0. And our weather app works just fine. All currently 69 degrees here. Nice weather. A little bit breezy, but all good. So yeah, one thing that's not on here is the video. The watch, HTC watch, is not on here on this port, which is the kind of movie section of HTC that they give into, that's implemented into the Sensation, and it is not in this version. I did see it on one of the ports. I'm not sure exactly which Sense 3.0 port that I saw it on, but it's not available in this one. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm gonna go ahead and run a smart bench and just see what we're getting there as far as productivity and all that stuff. But not that it really matters to me, because I can tell that it's a smooth running ROM. I've been using it for a day, and it does everything I need it to, so I don't really care what the scores are. I know it's not going to be a score anywhere near as good as any of the current devices, so you know, as long as I get somewhere around 1,000, that's fine for me. So hopefully the fact that we are on 4G doesn't slow it down or anything. It's not running any background data or anything, so hopefully we get a decent score. If not, who cares? Overall, this ROM is pretty nice. If you're looking for a Sense 3.0 to run as a daily, this one is the one. Virus has done a very good job once again getting out a very stable and fun to use ROM. It has made me think twice about buying the HTC Evo 3D. I'm probably going to hold off on it. I said I was going to buy it, and I would like to buy it, but since I'm under a stinky contract, I'm probably just going to have to hold off until my upgrade is available after a year of use, and that's not coming up until a little bit later in the year. So I'm going to hold off on buying the HTC Evo 3D. Plus, with the fact that there are some quad-core phones coming out sometime late this year, maybe early next year, I might as well just wait and see what's coming out. So you know, we pretty much got this pretty sweet running ROM here, and it very much feels like a newer Evo. It feels like I got a new Evo. So we're getting over 1,000. We're getting 1,192 on our productivity and 830 on our gaming index, which is surprisingly good. It is probably the best score that I've seen on any ROM that I've ever ran a smart bench on, pretty much. Even faster than MIUI's version, and this is an AOSP, which is pretty much takes a lot of the Sprint Sense crap out to make it faster, and this one has gotten a faster score than MIUI the last time I ran it. So overall, a good running ROM. You guys should check it out. It's definitely worth your concern. If you're a fan of Sense, if you're a fan of HTC, go ahead and do it. So thanks guys. If you guys can go ahead and do me a favor, subscribe to my channel and comment. For those of you who have subscribed already, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and hope to see you guys real soon. Go ahead and rate the video and comment, and I hope to see you guys soon. Talk to you later. All right, bye.